have decided that you would like to volunteer for the town of Mooresville, you may sign up by visiting our Volunteer Opportunities page on our main website for the town. In order to get to this website, you will need to type into your browser mooresvillenc.gov. Once you are on mooresvillenc.gov, you will be able to click or open up the How Do I drop-down. And on that page, you are going to apply for volunteer opportunities, which will lead you to the main Become a Volunteer website. Visiting the volunteer website for the town of Mooresville, you will see on the left two different links: Register to Volunteer and Volunteer Guidelines. Please take note that the Volunteer Guidelines PDF is a document that you will need to become familiar with and read to become a volunteer. There is a waiver form once you have registered that does ask if you have seen the volunteer guidelines and if you have read them. You will sign a waiver about them. So in order to access them, you will need to click on Volunteer Guidelines, PDF, and that will bring up the page. There's a 9-page document that you will need to read. If you would like to print this off, you will be able to do that as well. Or if you would like to ask your specific volunteer coordinator for the town to provide you with one of these, they will be able to do that for you as well. If you would like to take a look at opportunities that are currently available for the town, you will be able to visit our Community Connect volunteer portal. If you would like to register to volunteer, that will be the same location that you will visit. If you click Register to Volunteer off of our Town of Mooresville volunteer page, it will lead you to Community Connect. It leads you directly to the Opportunities page, but as you will see, it says Qualification Needed. This is where no one has signed up yet at this site, so you will need to create a login, which we will discuss later. If you take a look at the left-hand side, though, you can click on Dashboard. Dashboard will take you to talking about our community, and our departments will be at the bottom. If there is a specific department that you are interested in volunteering at, you will be able to view all departments and take a look at the different availability of departments for the town that have volunteer opportunities. If you have decided that you would like to volunteer at a specific department, you may actually click on that department and it will tell you a little bit more information about who they are and what they do. If you take a look at the right-hand side of this department page, for example for the library, you will see it says Become a Follower. This will be something that we will have access to once we create an account, but just so you know that that is available to you. Once you have decided that you would like to become a follower of a department or apply for an opportunity, you will need to have a Community Connect account. You may reach the Community Connect webpage from the Town of Mooresville volunteer webpage or mooresvillenc.galaxydigital.com. Once you are on that page, you will need to click the Sign Up button, which is located in the top right-hand corner. Once you have clicked the Sign Up button, you will receive a Create an Account page. The Create an Account page has an opportunity to sign up with Facebook, or you may sign up with your email address. I have pre-filled in some of the questions already to show you as an example of what you will see to fill in. So you will need to have your name and your first and last name, email address, phone number, your availability. You will also need to fill in 2 references other than family members as well as your birth date, emergency contact information, questions about North Carolina driver's license. You need to fill in why you want to become a volunteer, select which departments that you would like to volunteer in, and also you will need to answer the question about felonies or misdemeanors. Take note that you will be subjected to a background check in the future if chosen to volunteer. You will need to create a password for the website, and also this will lead you to waiver forms. Just a special note about waiver forms for students ages 16, 17, or 18. You will need to have parental consent on the waiver forms prior to you signing the waiver forms. All of the information will need to be signed off by your parents for separate waiver forms before you're able to sign them and become a member of Community Connect, where you will be able to apply for opportunities. This is going to show you how an adult would apply for Community Connect opportunities, but I just wanted to take special note to let you know that parents will have to sign off on any students 18 or below. When you are ready, you will create your account. So, step 2, you will need to select your causes. What type of causes are you passionate about? I'm just going to say education to save time, but please choose all of the following that you are passionate about and continue to the next step. So you will select your skills, and to save time, I'm just going to pretend that I would like to do just tutoring. Please choose all of the skills that you would like to choose. So then you can become a department follower. So I'm going to go ahead and look down and just become a follower of the library. You may become a follower of all of the departments that you would like. So we're getting closer here. Now here is a very important step. As we talked about earlier, people under the age of 18 will need to have their parents sign off on these waivers prior to them signing them. Please make sure that you put in the correct address for your guardian or parent in order for them to receive the links to sign these documents. But as an adult volunteer, you will simply just need to click on these, read them, acknowledge them, and sign off on them. And here's how you do that. You click on one of the acknowledgments. The town of Mooresville has requested you to sign the following document, and this is the volunteer guide acknowledgement. The volunteer guide is found, as mentioned earlier in this video, on the Town of Mooresville Volunteer Opportunities webpage. That is where the volunteer guide is available to you as a 9-page PDF document that you will need to read prior to signing off on this waiver form. Again, that is on the Town of Mooresville website. Click Continue. So once you have read the guidelines, you would just simply put in your name here, and you would just put the date, which would be, for me, January 25th, 2021. And then you would complete signing. Do you consent and sign? Click Yes. So that is how one of the waivers has been signed. So my waiver has been submitted for this, and it says pending, and it will be checked off behind the scenes and completed once it has been checked. So we would continue to do the Town of Mooresville volunteer waiver. So we would read through that, and then we would fill it in and sign, complete signing as we did with the other one, and then also registration signature. So you would agree to offering your services to the town without compensation, and you would go ahead and sign this. And once you have gone through that process, you'll be able to finish signing up, and then you will have your login information. Again, your waivers will be pending until they have been approved, but once everything has been approved and you're all clear, you will then be able to apply for opportunities, and that will be our next step. Can see that we are ready to finish signing up, and now we are ready to apply for an opportunity. So once I have signed all my waivers, you can see that all of them are waiver pending. I'll click Finish Sign Up, and congratulations, we've set up our account. So they just have one more step for us. Let's click continue. And they're going to have us check our email. And once we have checked our email, we will be able to verify our account. So now our website looks totally different. We are now signed into Community Connect. I just wanted to show you that there are many things that you can do. You can have your add hours that will get approved once you are in an opportunity. You have your ability to click on the volunteer button to look for opportunities. There's a calendar. There's also a help button. So if you do need some help, you will be able to request help in the top right-hand corner. And there are some notifications, and you have your profile here. As you can click down, you can do many things with your profile. Now that we are registered on Community Connect, we have an account and we are logged in, we are able to apply for an opportunity. All of my waiver forms have been signed, so with this practice, I am able to apply for an opportunity. If we look on the left-hand side, we see the dashboard and we see opportunities. If I were to click on opportunities, it leads me to this page. And at the time that this video is being recorded, the only opportunity available is for the War Memorial Garden Club. So let's click on the View Details tab. And as we click, we can see going down, we have more information about this opportunity. So here's the Garden Club. It talks about it. And it talks about the opportunities and additional details. Now, two different places that we have the ability to respond. We could click respond here or at the bottom of the page. So once you click respond, and there's only 5 spots remaining, we would go ahead and I actually responded, and it says additional volunteer information needed, nothing. So then once we would go ahead and submit opportunity response, the people at the War Memorial would receive the notification that we have applied for this opportunity. If we were to be chosen for this opportunity, we would then receive further information on how to get a background check and to learn more about the opportunity and when we would be able to come out and do this volunteer opportunity. I'd also like to mention that sometimes for volunteer opportunities, volunteer coordinators can make them private. If you do receive a private link from a volunteer coordinator from a different department in the town of Mooresville, it will not show up as a public opportunity, obviously, because it is marked private. You still will need to respond to that opportunity if you would like to volunteer in agreement with the volunteer coordinator. So that would be very similar to this, but the link would be provided to you in an email from the volunteer coordinator, and then you would click respond to that need. This time I would like to expand on the help button for Community Connect. At the top right-hand corner, as we talked about earlier, there is a help button. If you click on the help button, it will have many answers to the questions you will have about this website. You can see the different headings and actually pull down for more articles underneath each heading. So if you have any questions about qualifying for a volunteer opportunity, creating your account and such, here is the place to go for answering any question that you may have about the site. If you continue to have questions, you may reach out to your volunteer coordinator of the department that you are interested in volunteering at. Their information is located under departments, and usually what it would be on the right hand side of the page. If you click departments, look down on the right hand side, there is a contact information section on each department webpage. That would be the best way to contact those volunteer coordinators at those locations.